Welcome, everyone. Today we are going to do Leo's reading for July 2021. It's interesting, 2015 keeps wanting to come out for me. Actually, just you and another sign. Anyways, this is for 2021. This is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some of you are intuitively guided. Many of you now are just intuitively guided. There's a message, evidently. You may be in love with a Leo. I've had a lot of Leos in my life, and still do have some. My grandson is the 23rd of July, so I want to say happy birthday to those in late July. My mom was August 5th. My son was August 12th. And Sam is right on the cusp. He's Virgo, but he claims to be Leo. He's not. He claims to be. It's interesting how a lot of people don't want to be Virgo. I have a nephew who's on the other side of that, Libra, and same thing, on the cusps, and he don't call me a Virgo. Anyway. Let's go ahead and bring the Mother Mary deck in. Well, hello. We'll let Mother Mary open the reading. We'll read it at the end from the book. And you guys know, it just fits perfectly. Well, we have signs. I watch for, notice, and trust the signs that heaven continuously sends. Signs, this is important, I feel, because many times, if we feel lost, there are signs, there are ways, there's, divine is trying to show you a way out. Sometimes it's just our humanness is the one that needs to, we need to reach out for it. I don't know. Anyway, signs. I think that's a good sign. All right, let's bring in the Tarot of Dreams. All these decks are already pre-shuffled, by the way. I just like to give it a shuffle with you here. I watch for, notice, and trust the signs that heaven continuously sends. So clearly there's going to be some signs in the reading, since it's coming out first to let us know. Take notice. All right. We open with the Palace of Wands. That's really your natural energy. Fire. This is the house of desire, of passion, of action. So, let me bring this down. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Well, so it's something that, it's something that you're creating. It's funny. Right before, as I was shuffling your cards, I started to think to myself, some people think money is evil. And it can be evil, right? But it can also be very positive. It can help many. Some souls come here with that in mind, to really build my material world, let's say. So anyways, I don't know why I was thinking that, and now I'm kind of feeling it again in this Eight of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Hierophant. It's called Faith in this card. Number five. Got to take a moment and question it. Something may be changing. It doesn't feel bad. 5, and then we're in a universal 5. So I like that, what's next to this Eight of Pentacles, again, this is where you put your focus. Where you put your focus is what's going to grow. And, you know, next to the Palace of Wands, some of you may be working out of your own home, and it's something, it's a desire that you have. You know, and I like the faith is attached to that. Let's keep going. Hello. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay. Some of you, this can be talking about communication. It can be communication coming in, but also I feel like spiritual communication coming in. You know, it's coming right in through your faith. This could be talking about signs, right? Some of you are receiving signs of maybe a craft that you could potentially excel at. Some of you, this is learning the art of communication in some way. Again, it may be out of one's home. We have the King of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, potentially. Probably. Look at this. We have the King of Wands. Leo. Sagittarius. Aries. This could be two people who are starting something. Starting some type of endeavor. We have, look at this, the Knight of Pentacles. Can I tell you, I feel like I'm going slow, but I feel like I'm meant to go slow. So the Knight of Pentacles coming under faith is quite beautiful, because the knights, both these knights are coming in this reading. They're coming to you. The Knight of Pentacles carries the way, or shows you the way to perhaps move into this Eight of Pentacles type energy. You know, it's a very trustworthy energy too. So I feel like if these kings are doing something, you know, they're collaborating, let's say, it feels blessed. We have the Page of Coins, Page of Pentacles. And then we have the Moon. Interesting, because we have very little water. Actually, we have more pentacles than anything. You know, I feel like in the Page of Pentacles energy, this is about, because I feel like this Page of Pentacles is always seeking knowledge, right? You know, it's interesting because I watched a show on, I think it's called True TV, and it was this group of guys who were ghost hunting, and you know, I don't know what drew me to it, but I was drawn to it, and maybe because it's a reading. Anyway, because for some, I feel like that's kind of what I'm doing. Like, I'm learning, like, what's in the dark, what's in the shadows. But I feel like if I'm doing this, I'm doing it. Listen, I feel like you must have your faith in high regards, let's say. Because I feel like it is through that the Knight of Pentacles comes in and offers the way, this pentacle. So I can further my knowledge, perhaps, and maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it has something to do with shadows. Interesting. We have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Soulmate energy. Now, these two kings, by the way, could be a couple, and they're doing something, or, you know, it can be male, female, though I kind of feel like it's two kings here. But it could be two queens who are now taking on the energy of these kings, you know, in their respective sign. Whatever it is, and we'll figure it out, by the way. I feel like this soulmate energy is definitely talking about them. If this is a collaboration, I feel like it'll go far. And why? Because it's based. I'm not sure how to say this. It's based out of your faith, so to speak. And I'm not speaking on religion. But I feel like, it's about two people who are really learning, like, the things in the shadows, but even why, right? The why of them and all that. But it's interesting because I keep going back to, like, within that energy, like these two, something comes to them that gives them the ability to begin something. And their faith is strong here, right? But then it seems like, and it comes through the art of, like, communication or truth, right? Maybe, I'm learning the truth, and as I learn the truth, I speak the truth. Okay. All right, let's get into it. It's under the Two of Cups, the Four of Cups. Let's bring in the Light Seers. Already pre-shuffled. Okay. We bring us down a hair. Interesting. Look how these cards are. Look at them. I gotta take them. Very seldom do I take cards right out of my hand. Like, part of my agreement is that they come to the table, so I'm sure. But boy, do I feel sure about these, whatever they are. Well, let's find out. We have the Star. Interesting. So this is about your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes, but bringing them to fruition, right? Bringing them to reality. She's definitely connected here, and, again, paying attention to the stars. So this is kind of nice, because I feel like something is coming to fruition, and from that, you're truly building something. Some of you could speak about building a relationship. But I have to tell you, I feel it's like that can be, like, that may be 25%. But I'm definitely feeling the building of, like, a career, oneself. We have the Ace of Wands. Wow. We have the Four of Pentacles. So, the Ace of Wands is coming right over. It's interesting. First, the Star is, first of all, let's look at it this way. We start in the Petals of Wands, which is very active type energy, right? This is where I'm actively wanting to manifest something. And here's Mother Mary saying, we got it. We're going to send you the signs. So, and I feel like this Ace of Wands coming over the Eight of Pentacles feels very inspired. Like, inspired to do something. So that feels like passion. And then we move into the Four of Pentacles. And again, I feel like the energy of home. The Four of Pentacles is about building the foundation, right? It's when you think of the tower, well, it's the bottom of it's the foundation. And very seldom do you see the foundation knocked over, just the steeple, right? But that can be rebuilt. The foundation is usually strong, and it's almost like I'm catching some of you on this new thing, or new path, and it's telling you, the stronger you make this foundation, the more roots it will take. Okay, but it feels very inspired. Keep going. The star is the card of Aquarius. I don't know if I said that. We have the Ten of Swords. You know, coming over this Knight of Swords is this knight kind of trumps that 10. So, and what I mean by that is I feel like the 10 of Swords is about the letting go of, and maybe that's what you're learning. This is what you're learning, and maybe this is what you're teaching at the same time. Like, as I learn it, I teach it. You know, but I feel like in the Ten of Swords, if I'm going to be honest, we see the whole picture of it, right? Because I may have something to do with that also. And a lot of times I feel like just because I'm seeing the 5, it may be, you know, maybe I made the road a little longer or harder than I had to. No judgment, just truth, right? Truth is truth. We have the Hierophant again. Interesting. Hierophant coming over this King of Cups. Again, could be the energy of Taurus. This could be somebody who inspires you. We have, well, there's the inspiration. There's a magician, right? The co-creator of this journey, this path. You know, think about that. Like, your energy is a big percentage of what your future is going to look like. And it begins at today. And the magician knows that. Is feeling that. I feel like this King of Cups, whoever he is, he seems to come into the reading already. How do I want to say it? Like, already strong within his faith. And I mean that in a very broad way. And what I mean by that is, I mean like spirituality, but I'm seeing it as people seeing it different, but it all really at the end meaning the same thing. Anyway, here's the magician. So this person may be there to inspire you. You know, again, I keep seeing that 2 of Cups, whether it's a lover or a friend or partner, whatever. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Well, let's get our last card out. So we have the 5 of Pentacles. First of all, coming over the Knight of Pentacles. You know, the Knight of Pentacles carries guardian angel energy. And that's why you can always trust this knight will, you know, almost like comes in when it's called within this type of inspired type energy. But it's showing the before energy, right? So the 5 of Pentacles is the energy. It's kind of like feeling like I've been left out in the cold. Maybe I have been. Maybe I lost my home. Maybe I'm rebuilding. The 5 of Pentacles, you know, we don't want to do what she's doing, and that's just kind of like sitting in it. The you know, ignoring it, not seeing that there's a lock right there on the floor or a key, and she can unlock that door at any time. So maybe this is where some of you have been, right? Kind of feeling, you know, kicked around, and I mean, we have the 10 of Swords also. So, you know, maybe something came to an end, maybe it came abruptly, but I have to say, if it did, and I feel like for some it did, can I just say that, you know, sometimes what we think we've lost, and then how do I want to say this, you know, sometimes we become very comfortable within the uncomfortableness, the pain, the unfairness, all that. We become comfortable in it. We recognize it, right? Like, that's not right, but maybe we don't put action behind it. So anyway, So this Five of Pentacles, its real message is about moving, continuing to move forward during this struggle, right? The struggle is real, but sometimes that tower can be a blessing. We just don't know it at the moment, because where she's heading is to the Six of Pentacles. And by the way, I feel like in the Six of Pentacles, it's very soulmate type energy. Okay. Anyway. Oh, we have a card over here. Look at this. Well, I should have just turned the card. So we have the Six of Swords. And, listen, in some way, somehow, I feel like this Five of Pentacles probably existed. Listen, maybe these two here, in whatever format they are, have both gone through their own, right? Because I feel like it's almost like two people, soulmates, coming together with their own individual understanding, but their understanding is similar. So I guess what I mean is like they both have those same types of questions, to the universe. And, it's like asking and then paying attention to the signs and then taking action, right? So anyway, we have the Six of Swords. That talks about leaving the toxicity behind. Any of those fives where we needed to check our belief system, check our self-esteem, all that has been done, right? This is where we're saying adios to it, and we're leaving it behind. But you know what? You're not leaving it behind for nothing. I feel like there is knowledge. Some of you, I feel like you've been in, like, I want to say probably like the true dark night of the soul. And maybe it wasn't yesterday, maybe it was a year ago, I don't know. But I feel like I have this feeling of like being in it. And I've been in it, you know what I mean? And then how you feel at that time, you almost think there's no way out. But there is. There just is. First of all, here's faith that's covering this energy, and then also guardian angel energy under this Five of Pentacles. So sometimes I feel like I don't know. I think if we look back and look at some of the towers, we start to understand why they happened and where you are now compared to where you were. I know some of you are going to look at it the other way, and that's your prerogative, right? That's your prerogative. But anyway, so something is happening where you are very inspired, and you are co-creating. I want to look at this Two of Cups also before I let you go, just because it's so prominent in this reading. So we're looking at the Two of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands. This could certainly be of younger time. We have the Eight of Swords. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. And it's interesting that they're in reverse, though we've had a few come in reverse, but I do kind of feel them a little bit. So we have the Eight of Swords in front of that Ten of Pentacles. Honestly, this is what I feel like. I feel like there was a time where maybe you had this Ten of Pentacles. Maybe you had like what you thought was stability, and then something happened. Something happened unexpectedly, so to speak. And, it throws you into the Eight of Swords energy, and that's where, something affected me deeply. So I start to protect myself. I start to becoming who I'm not, and living in my head type energy. I feel trapped within the Eight of Swords energy. It's a self-created prison, is what it is. Now, maybe sometimes we need to spend a little time there, and that may be that dark night of the soul that I'm feeling. Um, and it may be because at one time there was the Ten of Pentacles, and maybe it's gone. But I also, want to say that it showed in reverse, and that means that the walls have come down, that the armor has dropped. And because I feel like maybe you are rebuilding. Maybe you're rebuilding. And I don't know. I just feel like you are either at the point or you're getting to the point where you're feeling good in your energy. It shows us that what was ever back there at the time was toxic to you, to your energy, to maybe something that you're being inspired to do. Maybe your spirit was meant, like it was important that your spirit to have a certain type of experience. And maybe, like, I feel like sometimes we hold ourselves up, right? Because in the Ten of Swords, I feel like at the Five, we have the opportunity to change it, right? But maybe we don't. We go to the Eight, what starts to happen. So, anyway, I don't know where I was going with that, but I just feel like you're rebuilding. And can you? Definitely. Whoever these two are, I should take a card under them. I feel like they're working together. Wow. Look at this. We have the Devil, card of Capricorn. We have the Moon. And then look at this. We have the Lovers. First of all, card of Gemini. So, excuse me. Excuse me. I feel like, as this relates to love, again, Ten of Pentacles is a couple, right? Two of Cups is a couple, is two. It can be more than that, but, it's at least two. The Lovers is kind of showing us that connection. I feel like, this is what I feel like. I feel like here it's showing us where you kind of cut a certain energy out from your life, right? Like, I'm just going to cut it out, right? I'm going to cut it out. And it may talk about love. Boy, you got so much pentacles. I feel like for some of you, this is also a choice in love, a decision in love. Some of you, maybe this is what you're manifesting. And I also want to say that for some of you, like even past loves were soulmates, but not all soulmates are meant to last a lifetime. This Lovers feels very strong, right? And it's right along the line of the Ace of Wands, the inspiration coming in, the signs. I feel like this what I felt like for a few readings. Like right now, I feel like the main thing is like you're being inspired to create something. And I feel like you have a lot of spiritual help behind you on this. Probably from your own wisdom, though. Because, when I look at the Page of Coins, that's what I am. I'm seeking knowledge here, right? For many different reasons, but it definitely sparks my interest. And, part of that is the moon. By the way, that's Pisces. I don't know if I ever said that. But I feel it's more about the shadows. Some of you have walked away from a Pisces. But I feel like really what this is about learning about it, understanding it. And I don't know. It's interesting because I feel like some of you are guided to do certain things, different things, but it all seems inspired. And I think I'm going to leave it there because I feel like that's as far as it wants to go. Let's read signs, though. Look at that. Almost open right to it. This card is a message for you to pay close attention to the signs that come to you in answer to your prayers. These can include a song that you hear, words that you read, a sight that you see, a conversation you overhear, and so forth. The possibilities are unlimited. Signs tend to repeat themselves until you notice them and take some form of action. However, it is also possible to notice one the first time it presents itself. As you listen to these signs, you get a sense of heaven's continuous participation in your life, which helps you feel safer and more loved. You can also pray for clarification if you don't understand a sign. After all, Mother Mary and the angels want to clearly communicate their love to you. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, I feel like this is one of those readings where your comments are going to fill in the blanks for me, and I know that because I know some of you already have them. But a lot of inspiration going on in the homestead, I have to say. And it feels like your inspired growth, first and foremost. So, anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Again, happy birthday to those in late July and August, of course. I love you guys. I always love reading for you. And I know your potential. So, this is you knowing it too, though. This is really, what I really love is you have the star, and that is about your hopes, right? And then here it is. Signs. Pay attention to the signs. This feels like it comes to you maybe in the form of like an epiphany. To do what? To begin something that maybe is like drawing your attention to something. And this says, if you focus on that, you will have success in it. You will have success in it, right? The magician almost pouring their energy into it. But in no way do I feel like that means I want to leave love out of the picture. But maybe that comes later. Maybe that comes later. I don't know. But I know one thing. Your foundation is important. The strength of your own individual foundation is important. Why? Because that way, if somebody tries to knock it over, again, they'll knock the steeple over. It won't touch the foundation. So, but I don't even want you to think that way, because I feel like this is more about an inspired path. And do you take it or not? Do you take it or not? That's your free will, right? That's your crossroad. Do I do it? Do I dare? If anyone's going to do it, it's Leo. But maybe it does feel like it's taking a chance. But again, it feels inspired. And if it feels inspired, even just a little bit, because I feel like some don't even trust that yet, just follow it a little bit, right? See where it takes you. Anyways, guys, I love you. As always, I can't wait to read your comments. And thank you for helping others in the comment section. Many are going through things that we we're on the other side of, and we can show them that, tell them that, like, there is the other side. We're here to prove that to you, to help you, that type of thing. But anyway, I'm not going to go through all that. Just thank you guys. I will see you in the readings. Bye bye.